17-49, State versus Brenda Barnes, possession of controlled substances, purpose to deliver
Yeah, there's been a
related counts.
There's been an order for that.
I believe she's been arraigned already, Your Honor. We're here to get on your docket and request a bond reduction.
Okay. Her next appearance is on May 11th, and let's see.
Judge, it looks like there's only one felony charge here, and that's a possession of paraphernalia charge. I think that a $2,500 bond is appropriate. It's $10,000 right now. Ms. Barnes has been unable to make that. I met with her.
Where are you coming up with one felony charge?
Oh,
You
good
got
Lord.
7.
Do I have the right case?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just looking at the second page, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, in any event, this was a case where several people were arrested at a residence, Your Honor. Several people were charged, I believe, almost identically with the same charges. I did speak with her last night, and she, of course, has been unable to make that $10,000 bond. She lives here in Baxter County, and we believe that a $2,500 bond is appropriate to assure her reappearance before this court.
Do we know whose residence it was?
Steve Dixon, Your Honor. The gentleman who's been on, was on, I believe, on probation.
Does Mrs. Barnes have any prior convictions?
I don't have the criminal history, Judge. I can tell you that she was, in this incident, Your Honor, she was charged with 7 felonies and 3 misdemeanors. And the first paragraph of this affidavit, when the police came to the door, this lady denied them entry and allowed other folks in that residence to attempt to hide. Judge, I think if you review the affidavit, this lady was certainly involved in a criminal enterprise, and certainly when she answered the door, she wasn't, I think they went there on a search out of the probation of community department, what I call the Department of Community Punishment. I realize it's ACC now, but they were actively stalled at the door by this lady. So a $10,000 bond for someone charged with 10 total crimes and 7 felonies is certainly reasonable. We'd like it to stay right where it's at.
Judge, not to litigate the case, but I did meet with Brenda last night, and she informed me, and I think is sometimes the process here, that the task force showed up looking for a probationer, and of course they're entitled to enter without a warrant, but didn't have any, they were in plain clothes. And of course, an individual not knowing what's going on is not necessarily required to open the door if they don't know what's happening. So just to shed a little light on that, since we've talked about that. And also, I think the purpose of the bond here is to reassure her appearance, and if you want to put any restrictions on who she hangs out with, of course we would comply with that.
Does she work?
Brenda, do you work?
No, sir, I'm waiting on disability.
And where will you live when you're bonded out?
100 Lucerne Street.
And that's your home, correct?
It is where I was living. It's not my home, but it belongs to a friend of mine.
And that's not where you were arrested?
No.
Okay.
What is the nature of the disability?
Brenda, could you tell the court the nature of your disability, what you've applied for?
Well, I have several things. My back is really bad, and I have several problems wrong with my feet, which keeps me from being able to stand or walk very long.
Do you have an attorney in your disability case?
Yes, I do, Rick Spencer.
Okay.
I have a case coming up March the 16th in Harrison. I mean,
Sounds like a hearing set in that, Your Honor.
$5,000. Need a bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Did you hear that, Brenda?
yes, I did.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.